even if they say you're wrong. Well, it's alright. Sometimes you gotta be strong. Well, it's alright. As long as you got somewhere to lay. Well, it's
10-12, welcome back. Sydney, Emily, and Senior Services Plus, the Gala. Gala? I always get this wrong.
Both. I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it's one of those weird ones, because some people sit there and they go, well, it's Gala, and then someone say, I just think it's a great time to go and raise some funds and really talk about the awesome things that are at SSP. And how's it going? How's the preparation coming along?
It's great. It's hard to believe it's a month away, but we've got all the important things: food, drinks, music, fundraising.
There you go. That checks all the boxes.
Yeah.
And now, your first one was last year, wasn't it?
Correct, yes.
And that went really well.
Yeah, we were very happy with the first one we had. I think we had over 120 attendees. We did a great job with sponsorships, and this year Sydney's just blowing it out of the park. I think we have 8 new sponsors this year.
Dang. Setting the bar high for you next year, Sydney.
Right.
Well, what goes into finding sponsors? Because, I never really talk about that stuff. We talk about, the results, and that's great, but how much hard work really goes into finding the sponsors and really making sure that mission's driven across to them?
Yeah, so it started back in January, so it's taken some time, and it's definitely last year starting those relationships with the ones that Emily and the team had last year, and making sure that they want to come back, be a part of it again, and then translating the mission to the new sponsors. And we've had a great turnout. A lot of people are invested and excited to come and see what it's all about, and hopefully keep on trucking in the years to come.
Well, last year, and I think you're to blame for this, Emily, Zeke J. Bush was honored, and we heard about it for a whole year. I'm just kidding, Zeke. Please don't hurt me. This year, who are we honoring? Do we know?
Yes, we do know.
Oh, look at that.
We have 6 different honorees, corporate, community, and some heroes in the community. So SEAL and Humana are our corporate partners. We have Age Smart and Quackcom, which is our community partners. And then Alton Fire and Alton Police are our community hero.
Really cool. Good cause there. And now, as we're gearing up for June the 8th, what time does it start?
6 p.m.
Really cool. And now, who's our caterer? Who's providing
Chef
it all?
Bob's.
I have heard so much about Chef Bob's.
Yeah.
Now, have you guys had the experience yet of tasting some of Chef Bob's food?
Yeah.
He gave us his bread. Yeah, we got to try it all, and we picked some good stuff. So.
Well, and now, what all goes into planning out just the event itself? Because, the hard work, getting sponsors and making sure all of it's laid out correctly. But as we get to the day of fun that happens throughout the couple of hours, take me to it. What can we expect, and what's some of the fun that goes into planning all of this?
Yeah, so like you said, we have Chef Bob's Catering. We have Woodlands doing our bar. And we also have a sponsor for the bar. So AARP and Daniel and Henrico are sponsoring the first 50 glasses of beer and wine. Those are free. And then we have a signature drink, our red carpet martini, and 25 of those will be free. So
Dang!
Yeah.
Better start getting there early on the 8th.
Yeah, so we have the bar. We have an exciting new entertainment piece coming this year. Heartland Dueling Pianos is going to do some 1950s inspired music, and then of course requests and fun things. And then we have a photo booth sponsored by Roberts Motors, so that'll be cool. And then we have an attendance prize. We have a nice fancy schmancy cooler that we're going to be giving away. So
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, it seems like a really good night to honor a few folks, and also for some of the individuals in the community to go. My phone is. I think someone put my number into an application because I'm getting calls from everybody today. But it's also great for the community to go in and really talk about some of the things that they like about SSP and really just generate more of that buzz that you guys have really captured a hold of too.
Yes, and something cool that we did last year and we're going to do this year again is we're getting interviews from some of our Meals on Wheels clients to share their experience with our program. We want to share that we're the solution to maybe some obstacles that older adults face in various stages of their lives. And that's something we've really been focusing on, and we're putting together a video to share of what that solution looks like and how older adults feel about that solution of Meals on Wheels specifically.
Well, and that's such a huge thing too, because you guys are such a stapled institution pretty much now in the area SSP, is that people forget about really the mission and some of the services that are provided, like Meals on Wheels, where if it was gone tomorrow, there'd be a large portion portion of the community raising their hand going, what do I do?
Over 1,000 people.
Yeah, exactly. And, to be able to showcase those things and really show here's why we're important and here's why we need this support is a huge, huge point to the gala.
Yeah, and each of these honorees, last year's, this year's, we hope to continue that tradition of honoring corporate, community, and partners and heroes. Each of these honorees that we have honored and we are honoring this year play a huge piece in making sure that the services we're providing are either expanded upon, are actually there for us to provide,
Right.
or are augmenting what we're doing and helping keep older adults safe in our community and healthy and thriving and living. And so they're integral to making sure that what we're doing is happening and it's happening well.
Well, and that's a huge point too, because some of those galas, you've seen some of I've been at them too. You're like, okay, just because you wrote an extra zero on that check doesn't really warrant the awardee the honoree portion of it. But this is literally directly tied into SSP services, who's been doing great work for the organization and really is standing out. And that's a really cool add-on. It's not just who donated the most; it's
Right.
who impacted the community that we serve the most, and that's really huge.
Absolutely.
And, as you're gearing up for this, are you still looking for donors, sponsors, any of that?
Always.
All of
yes.
There we go. How do we reach out? And is this a tax deductible?
Yes.
Ooh,
Yes.
there we go. I like that even more. I love it. So how do they reach out and get all that information to sponsor this, support it?
So they can reach out to me. My information is on the website, but there's also a tab at our website that says Gala specifically. You can purchase tickets there. Tickets are $75 each and includes dinner and all the things we mentioned. You can buy a table if you have a bunch of people you want to bring, and then you can also sponsor from there. And
That's really cool. And now, as we're gearing up for all of this fun and all the awards, when you go and pick the honorees, you talked about it a little bit, but have you had a chance to let them know they won yet and all that fun
Yes,
stuff?
yes. We talk to them way ahead of time. They know before everybody else.
Well, that's good.
And we want them to know that they'll be expected to say a couple words, a couple sentences just about what they enjoy about working or collaborating with us and share their story.
Absolutely. Now, how do the folks get tickets? How do the common folk like me get into this, know?
It's all available on our website. So that's seniorservicesplus.org. And there's a gala tab, just like Sydney mentioned. Tickets can all be purchased online there. You can always call if you have questions or concerns.
What's the theme this year?
50s Old Hollywood. So,
Oh, there we go. Okay, because I was nervous. I'm like, okay, I'm going to show up in a 1978, disco shirt, ready to roll. But I'd be out of theme,
Right, yeah.
Like always. And now, how are ticket sales going? Have folks already started responding to this?
Yeah, we have about 140 tickets sold already. We have a goal in mind, and I think 40 to 50 more ticket sales would get us there. So between sponsors and the public buying tickets, we're doing good so far.
That would add up to almost 200 tickets.
That would be fantastic.
There we go. Now I'm figuring this out. So we need about 50 more of you to get your tickets now to the SSP Gala. And now, what's that website again?
www.seniorservicesplus.org.
There you go. And that way you can just click on the Gala tab and it'll take you right to. How many people are working on this? Just you and Sydney?
Well, we've got a whole department that is working with us as well that will be there. But Sydney's
cool.
really taking the lead here and making all of this happen.
Well, and that's what's really cool to see too is definitely someone that's younger really taking it by the reins too with the team and just kind of leading and charging ahead. I like it. There you go, Sydney. Good job. Well, and now what are some of the things that folks really should know about as we head into this gala? Because I was always under the impression, and it's not anything to do with here, but we hear the word gala and you think, oh, here come the rich people out, in their nice shiny gowns. But this is really an opportunity for the community to embrace SSP and really help support their missions. And what's kind of your best kind of testimonial to that too, and going forward, and how this could help fund or maybe even support a year or a program or two?
Right. So, each of these big fundraising events has its own specific goal, and being year 2, we did a great job year 1. I think we surpassed our expectations. And year 2, it's just continuing to get the community involved and on board with this type of event. And integrating and sharing our story. We'll have staff there. We'll be sharing the video like we mentioned. And just attending, just purchasing that ticket helps us get closer to that fundraising goal, and helping offsetting the cost of programs like Meals on Wheels,
Right.
where we're serving over 1,000 people every week between 5 and 7 meals.
Exactly.
In 2023, we served I think it was almost 280,000 meals out of our Alton facility.
Well, and now for the folks at home, do the math real quick. Has a meal ever cost you $1? No. And $1 for a meal would be $270,000. Go ahead and add, what, $5 or $7 onto that?
I think it costs us about $8 to $9.
That's what I was wondering. I was wondering about that, if it would be around $7 to $8, and there you go. So $8 to $9, multiply that times 270,000, and there you go. That's your cost to make sure that it's really a right that everyone should have a hot meal, and you guys are the ones that step up and do it. And now, how does Meals on Wheels keep growing? Because it seems like you guys really do keep growing, and it's not stopping or slowing down anytime soon.
Yeah, well, I mean, the population just continues to age, and we are filling that need. And that program really runs on making sure that we're fundraising to help offset the cost of these additional. We can do so much, but we really have to make sure we have proper planning in place to continue to be able to account for the additional older adults.
And when in your time with SSP, and really both of your time, I'm sure you've had a conversation or at least heard of somebody that said, at first I didn't understand it, but now as I get older, I realize that, all of the support actually goes back to my community, my age demographic, to make sure we can have state-of-the-art workout equipment and all these other great programs. Does that happen?
Absolutely. And something that we really wanted to help communicate too is many of our Meals on Wheels clients worked their whole lives. They were in the community, they were working locally, and they're just in a spot where they can't work anymore, but they want to stay in their home, and that's what we're trying to help them do.
Absolutely. And how many more tickets? 50?
Yes.
Oh, we can do that today. You need to blow up Sydney's phone, too. And now, can individual donors, does it have to be a corporate donor?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, that's even better, too.
Yes, we do have ads for sale and those are pretty affordable. $250, I think.
$250 for like a general, you can get an ad, but $50 for just a simple ad in our program.
Oh, really cool. And for more information, what's your phone number again?
618-465-3298.
Oh, that's impressive. Look at that, top of the head. I love it. And now, who are we honoring again, just so I get the recap correct, too?
Yeah, SEAL and Humana, H Smart and Quadcom, and then Alton Fire and Alton Police Department.
Really cool. And it's just another great way for you to support SSP and really help with the Meals on Wheels program and all of that wonderful stuff. And is there anything else that I'm forgetting about today? Did I hit on everything?
I think you got it all.
Man, that was interesting. I got that done. 10:25, that's the time. And you guys have to stay up with SSP by visiting their website and clicking on the Gala tab, where you can find out all that sponsorship information. We'll link it in a write-up on RiverBender.com. We need 50 more of you today to ring Sydney's phone or get tickets online, and let's make sure there's at least 200 at the Gala. I like 400, and then let's really help support the Meals on Wheels program.
Absolutely.
Guys, keep up the great work. Always good talking with you both. We'll take a quick break at 10:25. We'll come back. Daily Show hits you on a Monday after this.